Hey, Cece. My computer, like every live that I've done, my computer wants to stop working right before the live. Can you hear me okay? Hurricane update. Okay, we've got some winds from that. 5 out of 5. All right, awesome. Now, I'm guessing there's 2 questions that are going to be asked. Who are they for? I know you sent me 2 Zelles. Are you safe? I'm so looking forward to this. Oh. What? Why are you paying for questions? I'm gifted you a private reading for your birthday. You're very safe. Okay. All right. Well, I am gonna go. I am gonna go ahead and do a private reading. Not private reading. Jesus. General message. And these are the only cards they want me to use. Okay. Okay, for the general reading, there's a whole lot of letting go and a whole lot of letting in. Whatever you're going through right now, that they do this to me when they like want to make a point. They'll bring songs to me to like give me like that wow factor, but you guys don't hear what's playing in my head. So, "Stronger" by Kelly Clarkson. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Hey, Paris, what's going on? Excited that you're here, man. Okay, so I'm getting there's like some situations that are happening or will happen where you're gonna like stomp your foot in frustration and be like, "Oh, I have had enough of this shit. I am done." And you let go, and in that moment of anger, you find like this pivotal moment of strength where you're just like, "Enough is enough. I refuse to live like this. I refuse to live captive to a low checking account. I refuse to live captive to an angry boss. I refuse to live captive to the system." Whatever it is for you, it's like enough is enough. And this time, when you make your stance, it comes from a place of strength, of choosing yourself. And it's going to feel very different than what you're typically used to feeling, because this feeling is new. It's not something that you normally do. So if you find yourself having this moment and you stop to question whether you were too mean or, if you were just angry, it seems like maybe parents or figures that you looked up to would be the ones that are making you feel bad about having this emotion. But they're saying you're going to find your power in this emotion. Thank you for the confirmation. You will find your power in this emotion. It says time will heal all wounds on this card, which would be like the 3 of Swords with the 3 of Michael. But you're going to, wee. I brushed my teeth before this live and put an entire lemon in here. I didn't think about how that would taste. Oh, God. Okay. But what comes from that is a whole new life. And I heard a video earlier from Bashar, which is like a Abraham Hicks type of thing. I can never remember his name. Cece, you can put it in the chat box. But he does the same thing as Esther does with Abraham. He channels Bashar. And Bashar was saying, if you have fear about doing something, that's when you especially do it. And then sit down and write a list of anything that would possibly make you feel good. Look at that list, whether it's read a book, go for a walk, do this, do that, paint, quilt, whatever, I don't know, whatever, workout, whatever it is for you, and pick the one thing off that list that excites you a little bit more than the rest. And that's the one thing you do that day. And Daryl Anka. It does not have to be something major and huge. Just start with the little things and train your brain to not want to hold on to the negative, low vibrational mindsets. And it was very cathartic for me because I just experienced that earlier. And I would recommend, I don't know, Cece, I sent that to you. I don't know if that's the David Hacker. If you guys are on Instagram and you want to look at any Bashar videos, I highly recommend it. He's awesome. New perspectives. He just gave I love Abraham, don't get me wrong, but it was refreshing to have somebody else say something in a different way, but that meant the same thing, So I would definitely listen to him. Very funny, very cool energy. All right. They want these. That's why they wanted those up there. Okay. It's time to open your heart. And when we say open your heart, it could be for love, but what I'm getting is opening your heart for love, number one, for yourself, so that you feel like you are worthy enough and you are deserving enough to receive these. Because damn it, you're a badass. You're a badass. You have so much potential on this table. And whenever you have that moment where you're just like, throw your foot down, hit your fist on the table and say, fuck this shit, I'm done, I'm over it. Like, you're done. Whatever your anger looks like for you, it's going to be different. But you just have that moment. It's like a weight. You will physically feel like a weight has lifted off of your shoulder. And I don't care if it was a 30-year relationship that you had. Something like, damn it, enough is enough. That weight will lift. And then right on the heels of that, some inspiring idea happens. And what they're telling me is the next day, you're going to wake up and you are going to feel revitalized. Like, you're not going to feel bad about what you said the day before. You're going to wake up feeling like a new person. Like, damn it, I finally stood my ground. Finally, things are going to go my way. And it's like you find this. They're giving me like dust fairy bitch power is what they're saying in my head. Dust fairy bitch power, whatever that means. But that's what they're saying. It's like they're sprinkling a little dust fairy bitch power on you, okay? Embrace that inner bitch and like, fuck this, I've had enough. And then you wake up the next day like with the pep in your step, like, ooh, let's go. That's what they're giving me. So I'm really excited about this energy because it's like you wake up and you're in that energy. And when you feel that frisky, when you feel that empowered, you can't go anywhere but up. And that is hilarious, isn't it? That name. I've never heard them say that one. That's a new one, right? Dust fairy bitch power. Hey, Jackie, how are you? Haven't heard from you in a while, girl. Yeah, because this is what comes from that. You get the justice card. This is the scales balancing. And I will say, I've already recorded next week's readings, and several of them were talking about manifestations coming in Libra season, which we're in right now till like, I don't know, the 21st of October or so. So whatever is happening, this is going in your favor because on the heels of that, you have the justice card, which is rulings made in your favor, which means that you've got an epiphany. Hey, Nino. I am well, thank you. Look, a positive new experience. Yes. Some of you, I don't know who's here, who's single, looking for somebody, but it's like on the heels of this, you meet some type of soulmate. I was getting that in the beginning, that it was like the end of some type of relationship, and then on the heels of that, you meet somebody that's great. Now, here's the thing. If you meet that person, if you are in that energy where you just like, enough is enough, whatever the situation is, even if it's not love, somebody here it is, though. They are telling me one person for sure it is love. You put your foot down, you have that cathartic moment, you step into your power, you're feeling confident, and that's the signal you're putting out to the universe. So confidence meets confidence. So you are going to meet a soulmate, and it's right on the heels of some type of like, damn it, enough is enough, okay? So when you have that confidence and you meet this person, it's going to be a good idea for you to be cognizant that you will be attracted to this person in some form. Some of you it's a friendship, some of you it's a new boss, some of you it's a lover. But they want you to keep that confidence and don't let it waver as much as possible. Realize that you deserve this because your attraction your confidence is what attracted confidence in this new person. But then if you get back into old patterns, like with how you were treated in the past, and your confidence dips, you are going to end up sabotaging something extremely beautiful. And that's what they're giving me right now. It's just remember, whatever comes your way, this big new beautiful thing for you, you deserve it. And there's no judging yourself. Hey, Jackie, there's no deserving yourself. There's no underestimating yourself anymore. And it's like, listen to your body and do what it's asking of you. If your body, I don't know. Okay, so they want me to mention, and no, I'm not affiliated with any of these people. I'm just telling you what's helped me. There's this page on Instagram called PT Vitals, and they're giving me some of the movements that I've seen on there. They're putting them in my head right now. So somebody here really could benefit from doing some of those exercises to release some dense energy pockets stuck in the hips, mid and upper back, and somebody's right foot. Take it as it resonates, okay? Okay, Neon, you want to go into your question? All right, that was the end of the general reading, guys. So I'm going to pop into the paid questions now. Neon, I'll start with you. Let me see. Now, I feel like I should be scribbling for you because it was really powerful when I did it last. I will use this. So, can I get advice from my guides on how to manage my current professional situation with my managers? I just heard tact and diplomacy. Your ankle is so swollen. Maybe some good stretches will help with the inflammation. And it's your right foot. See, I told you. I honestly, Cece, I know you probably told me, but I can't even remember what you said. Did you tell me what happened? Because my God, I can't remember for the life of me right now. All right, let me get to Let me get your question. They don't think that you really have any other option. So you get mistreated because they don't think that you have any other option. Source is wanting you to play chess and not checkers. So know that they want you to know that this is a means to an end and that you're going to get the last laugh and that their jaws are going to drop and hit the floor when you put in a notice. And by that point, everything's already settled. You will already have your grants. You will already have that visa. So it's not going to be an issue. So let me see what else they have. Hold on. They're leading me to a deck. Hold on. Are they kind of harsh with their words? Sharp? They're giving me somebody like with kind of sharp words. Like this is what I said, so you're going to do it. No give and take. Oh, they're down here. Sorry. Very hard on their words. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. They're very sharp. Like, their words are sharp, piercing. And it's disrespectful in a lot of ways. And they feel like, and you know what? This is a reciprocal pattern that they do because they feel like that you don't have any other any other options. All right. Now, having said that, they're about to send help. They're sending help your way. Thank you for the confirmation. Yeah, they're sending help your way. First off, they're asking you to change the way you're looking at things right now. They're very difficult to deal with, but the truth is they're not going to change because you want them to change. And they want you to remember that this is a temporary position and it's very difficult for you, and they understand that. But something that happens there is what sets you up and makes you stronger to be catapulted into a higher bracket, like tax bracket, a higher level of competition, a higher level of success. So whatever you're going through here, they want you to use that as a learning opportunity, because you're going to be put in the position where you're the boss one day with employees. And they want you to remember that. Write it on notes, stick it around your house, put it on your mirror, whatever you have to do. Put notifications on your phone, like reminders on your phone. This is a means to an end. This is temporary. They won't be yelling at me much longer. Keep reminding yourself of that constantly, because that helps deflect that low vibration, which keeps you from attracting this shit. Now, here, you know what it is. You may have that. You may have that moment, Nina, one in the general that I just did, where you put your foot down. You're like, damn it, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And then you feel liberated, and on the heels of that, something. And here's the thing: enough can be enough without you quitting your job without a backup plan. Okay, they want you to really. Hold on, I'm getting something here. Hold on. All right, so I'm going to speak as if I'm source right now because they're giving me words. So act like this is your guide, your spirit team. I know this is difficult, but if you could hang in there just a little bit longer, you'll see why it was all worth it. There are experiences here that needed to be had in order to prepare you for what's coming next. You're getting real live examples of what not to do as a boss. Instead of identifying with how they treat you, they want you to witness, not identify, observe, and look at the good qualities in them and the bad qualities. Because they're not all bad, but right now it just feels like they're all bad towards you. Because you're frustrated. But there's some valuable information that you're learning there. It's a skill set, some type of skill set that you're learning there. And environment. They want you to pay attention to the environment. Observe the environment. Because what's coming for you is bigger than what you're really looking at this time. I know we talked about real estate, but it goes beyond that. And okay, and they're wanting you to do something creative in some. I know you don't. I know you don't have a lot of time, Nino. I know that. So there's something that you do regarding this experience. You know what? This came up in a private reading. And now they're kind of giving you the same advice. So I've got a lot of you in the same wave of energy, same timeline, that are experiencing similar things emotionally, experientially, but different people. Every negative word puts you back in a bad place, and it will. But here's the thing: when you do that and you put yourself in that positive place, it's just like how I get with my kids. So I can see now my patterns and my behaviors and how I created those in my children, and I notice them in my children. And they mirrored me, and it took me a long time to realize, wait, they learned that from me. So I would sit there and, I'm changing, I'm growing, I'm doing all of this inner work, and I'm doing everything. And then I go and I take the advice from source and I go and do it with my kids. And it's like the same response from them. And I was getting frustrated, and they're like, you can't expect them to change overnight. It's taken you years to change. So when you go in and they put you into a bad place, are you able to like check out at work at all? it's it's like, I don't know, is it so serious there? It feels very serious. Like there's no play. And they're wanting you to give yourself permission to add some play into it. Whether it's you sitting at your desk listening to music, listening to something positive and uplifting, or getting up and walking for a minute. I don't know if you're like in a cubicle or I know when I was in that environment, I had a boss, man, she would breathe over my neck, and she would like pull something up, and I would click on the program, and I was waiting for the program to load, and she would just grab the mouse out of my hand, like, no, you're just taking too long. I'm like, the program's not even up yet, lady. I mean, she was just, I could feel it every day I went into that office. And that's the energy they're giving me with you. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They kept giving me that energy where you are bunch of cocky jerks. Really, it's assholes. So here's the thing. They're gonna sources already in the process of helping you um, initiate an exit plan. It's already underway. They already know what you want, and the only thing they're asking is for you to stay as positive as possible. Yes, you're going to get frustrated. Yes, that'll pull you back in. You know how you were just saying. You just said they put you back into a bad place. That's because there's a lot of momentum there. You're used to that happening. So what they're asking you to do, it's not possible for you to go from negative to positive. It's really hard to make that shift like that. That would be like being in a truck going 100 miles an hour and then T-boning a wall or another car. It's too hard to go from negative to positive in one shift. That's why the meditations are important, and then the positive aspects and spending time alone by yourself to set the day. And it's like maybe you get through the morning. The first week you only get through the morning without getting upset. And then the next week you get through the morning and part of the afternoon. And the week after you get through the morning and the afternoon, and part of going into you leaving for the day. That's what I'm getting here. And it's okay. It's okay to ask for help. Like, as far as saying, I'm doing the work of 10 people. It's okay for you to stand up for yourself. It's not, is there a fear of standing up to them and letting them know that you need more help? Are you afraid you're going to have to go back to another country, is what they said? That you're allowed to say what you want. And there's many choices for you. And this is the thing. There are a lot of unknown forces that are driving this situation. That's the worst part. Uh, there's a lot of unknown figures, outside forces driving this situation. And it's like you may not be able to control the outcome, but this cycle is ending. because they're bringing you the cooperative components. They're bringing you all of the breadcrumbs, so to speak, that you need to make a plan of action to get out of that situation. And here's the thing: you got wish come true that came out here, but it's saying your wish is being granted, but it's not coming in the way you may expect. No worries, it is exactly what you need and exactly what you want. They're making this smoother for you. They're gonna be really shocked when you give this notice. Like scrambling, trying to tell you the reasons why you can't go. And it's like at that point you're just gonna, oh thanks, baby girl. My daughter just showed up. Is there maybe Cece can make you something crafty, or they were just saying they wanted you to do something crafty and creative. They want you to make something pretty. I don't know if you go to like, no honey, you're not. Like Michael's or something, and get something and say things will not always be this way. It gets better. It's getting better. It gets better and better. It's like they want you to wake up to that mantra for like the next few weeks. Things will not always be this way. It's getting better and better because the shift in energy is like the impact of an atomic bomb, where the shift in action is like a firecracker. So you can continue to be angry and upset about it, and you are going to be angry and upset because they're not changing, and it's frustrating. My kids don't change on a whim, and I'm trying to deprogram patterns that I programmed in them. But we're all humans, and we all have choices, and we don't shift that easily. But they're asking you to start. You need mantras. You need mantras that are more like, "This sucks, but I know better's coming." They're being real jerks right now, but they're showing me exactly what I don't want to be when I own my own company. They need you saying things like that, like self-empowering things, because that energy, when you can create that energy within yourself, where it's like you can stand firm in knowing what you want, then that energy is being pushed out to your bosses, to your managers, and they are going to naturally start respecting you. And that's what they're trying to get across here. It's more about a vibrational shift than it is an emotional shift, or an actionary shift, excuse me. So the emotional shift, the vibrational shift, and you like, I deserve more. I deserve more. I'm a badass. I know that I'm really good at what I do. I'm proving to myself that I can multitask. I'm proving to myself that I'm used to a large workload, and this is going to prepare me for starting my own company when I have to spend oodles and oodles of hours taking care of my own business and getting my business baby up and running. So everything that you're doing right now is actually preparing you for what you're going to have to do to start your own business. But there's also a skill set that you use there that's really important, that you're like a master at it. And I am so far removed from that type of stuff. I'm trying to pick up on it, but it doesn't make any sense to me. It's something with attracting. Um, it's something with attracting clients. Look, oh my God! Look, they told me to split this deck, which I just did, and this card says my exact words on this. Your current situation is a means to an end. You are making the uncertain voyage to a new world. Enjoy the discoveries as you go. So, yes, you want to leave that place like yesterday. But what they're telling me as this in between is, number one, it's increasing your strength. It's increasing your desire to set healthy boundaries. It's increasing your physical, like just getting you used to being busy all the time, because I really feel like you're busy here and you don't like the way they treat you, but you're going to be shifting that into another place where you're going to be equally as busy but working for yourself, and you're going to have people under you and they want you. It's like you'll look back on this time and realize, I'm glad I had that experience because it showed me how to do this differently, because they made me feel like this and I don't want to make anybody else feel like this. So not everything you're going through is terrible, and I know that sucks that they're not giving you anything else but that. I wish I could just like wave a wand and make it all better for you, but they're saying the experience that you have right now is actually what's going to help you become very successful in your own business. The screen's freezing? Yes. Okay. Yes. The immigration. Yeah. Nino. Exactly. That's what I mean. It's like they feel like it's like they have a thumb on you because of immigration. They have a thumb on you, and they treat you that way because they think that you believe you don't have any other options. So they work you to death, and that sucks ass. But what does it? I'm glad it helps you, but they're telling me you're going to be just as busy with your business. So you'll be able to pick the mood, the atmosphere, but you're going to have that skill set, that experience of being busy. Because on top of starting a new business, what if you didn't have that experience of being busy all the time? Then it's like you need this experience of being busy all the time, of doing the work of 10 people to set you up for success when you start your own business, so it's not a shock to you and you fall back and fail. Yeah. So that's what they gave me. Okay. Cece, I think you're next. I think somebody sent me something here. Who was it? Paris. Oh. Oh, and Jackie. Okay, Jackie, you were before Paris, so you will be after Cece. Okay. Cece, what's your question, honey? I can't believe you bought one. I told you I was gifting you one for your birthday. You'll be last? Okay. Let's see. Jackie, what's your question? I saw where you paid for a question. You're just a moderator. No, you're more than a moderator. You're amazing. I love you. Career advice? Okay. Hold on. Let me scribble while I channel. Super moderator. Jackie, is there a lot of crying going on? They're showing you crying. So either you're holding in the tears and they want you to cry, or they're acknowledging that they see you cry. Feels pretty painful. They're saying get out of Dodge. They want you to cry more. Hold on. Okay, Jackie, I don't know if you remember when I had my old videos up. There were videos I showed. They're showing me how somehow crying is going to improve your finances. They're saying that there's a lot of resistance there, which means that emotions are not coming out like freely, and it's almost like you're blowing up a balloon, and all this pressure is making the problem bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's no release. So then eventually the balloon just pops. Okay. They're wanting you to make choices with extreme care when it comes to the relationships you deal with at work. They're showing me like back out of drama. Like if any drama, I don't know if like people are talking, you know, peanut gallery gets going at lunchtime or something. They're asking you to like kind of steer away from that, stay out of that. Yeah, that's the first. You need a job change. Exactly. They just said, get the hell out of Dodge. That was the first thing they said when I started channeling for you. Now, I do have it's all in the timing right now. Pull another card to see what you need to do now. Wait a while or make a different decision. Well, I can tell you right now, it's get the hell out of Dodge. I don't know if this scares you, but they're saying that you would do better in another career altogether. It would be refreshing for your energy. Yeah. Look what came out. This card literally says, stop wasting time in dead end jobs and find your true passion. It's fine to experiment, but don't settle for less than you truly deserve. Yeah, they're saying a new direction for a new career. I don't I don't know how you would feel about this, but medical coding just showed up in my mind. Like they're showing like you get a certificate or some type of license or certificate for it. They're saying that you could go really far with that. I don't know if that interests you, but they are showing like a medical coder. It's a job you would be able to do from home at your pace. They're showing me. You did think about that at one time, the coding. Yeah, that's what They're showing me like you being highly successful at it. So you could work for like a big healthcare organization, but they're showing me you doing it you doing it freelance for, you know, not freelance like well be doing it yourself. It's like you would be able to get business from multiple different types of so you wouldn't be stuck in just hospital billing or something in accounting. Yeah. They're saying you would be highly successful at that. It would be better for your energy. That's so cool how they gave me that. I have never had that come up on the channel, medical coding, and you had thought about that. I love that. Is the letter R significant to you somehow? Okay, it absolutely is. I was just sitting here thinking you're going to have to get certified as a medical coder, which yeah. So and look what just came out next. You said so. Look, as you said so, take medical coding courses. The education card came out. It says you may need to take a class or do research to find a better position, or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. You don't, are you saying, or Jackie, are you saying no, you don't want to take coding courses? Or are you saying no to something else? There, okay, so this is what came out. You've got education and power position. No to R? What does that mean? This is what I mean. You're being promoted or called to lead. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. That's what I'm saying. So you could be in a power position, literally, you being the one turning away work as a medical coder from your home. They're saying, oh, no, you don't know anyone with R. Okay. What's the R about? Let me, hold on, let me channel. They're saying redesign. What's the redesign? Your life. Okay. Now they're giving me, there's something about, it could be a company, but they're saying redesigning your life too. And it could be a company, but there's also, there's something that can help pay for that. You have an Uncle Ralph. Is he passed or is he alive? I'm not seeing anybody for you. I did see someone for Paris, two people for Paris last week initially, and then 150 of them. Okay, yeah, I was going to say I'm not seeing anybody. Yeah, there's something. Where would you go for something like that? They're trying to give it to me, and the words are just right now, Jackie. Right now is the time to do it. There are programs out there that the government has initiated specifically this year because of the election. And you're, yeah, Paris did have the whole family. Um, because of the election, there are certain stipends and things that are being handed out to help swing voters, but it'll benefit you because it'll pay for your schooling. And will there be money left over? That's okay. They're making it seem like this training is going to be easy for you, and it's just like a hop and a skip away, is what they're saying. It's a hop and a skip away. Hold on. What did I just ask? I forgot what I asked. Shit. Hold on. Okay, so look up your local government office. I'm trying to think like who your senator is. Something about looking up that office because you can contact you can contact like a secretary who will email you all the resources you need, and there's money that you can get to pay for that, but it's only happening like right now through the end of the year. Yeah, that's what I mean. The direction is first. Well, the first thing I would do would be look up medical coding schools. Some of the medical coding schools will already have grants and stuff available for you. But there's something about looking on your senator's website. your congressman's website. Yeah, the congressman. Your local congressional office. Yeah, okay. Well, here's the thing. They don't want, if your cousin's going to be negative about it, they don't want you to take her advice, like, because what if it isn't working for her, that doesn't mean it won't work for you, because they're showing me you sitting at home and you are making your own schedule, you have your own environment, and it looks very fruitful. So you know what I mean? I'm looking around and the atmosphere is beautiful. I don't know what kind of atmosphere you have now at home, but it seems very peaceful. It seems like you have money, and they're showing me you're not working for just one company. It's almost like contract work. You've got several different outfits wanting you to do their coding. Yeah, okay. So they want you to contact your local congressional office. Get on your local congressional office's website. Um, and they want you, there'll be like, a secretary or somebody that you can contact there, a main number. Tell them that you're wanting to go to school for medical coding, give them your age, give them your family, and ask them if they have any programs available to help you pay for your schooling. Some of the schools will already have have that information for you, but you can get extra on top of what the schools say that you can offer. Does that make sense for you, Jackie? Yeah, okay, exactly. That's why. Do you see why they had me bring up the environment, Jackie? I was getting a change in environment. I didn't know if you wanted that. I should have just said it. But that's what I mean. Like, I'm looking around and you look really relaxed. You look like you're comfortable where you are. You're confident about what you're doing. Yeah, you're confident about what you're doing. I would start. Okay, so here, Jackie, I can't, I'm a spiritual person through and through. So, I'm going to give you the spiritual side of this. Get out a list, get out a paper, and put medical coder on the top. And they want you to start listing all of the positive aspects of that. Okay, it's kind of like doing what Abraham talked about, like with a focus wheel. So put medical coding in there, and then you can make a list, or you can make like little bubbles. You know how you can make the bubbles, and then right inside the bubbles, like a little thing in the newspaper. You know what I'm talking about? Those little like funnies. I don't. What do they call those? The cartoons. They want you to start listing the positives of it. First off, you're going to be able to create your own schedule. You're going to be able to work from home. And what they're showing me is a really beautiful environment. So, okay, I can see it. You're getting hit from both. Yeah, the comics. Thank you. Um, Thank you. That's exactly what I meant. The comics where they have like the bubble saying. So write medical coding in the middle, do some shoot offs, and then in each bubble do like a comment. So you can have a job where there's not a lot of pressure, there's not a lot of time constraints. It's easy to end your day. You can plan your meals, make your meals better. But they're showing me an environment that looks really affluent. You know what I mean? It looks really affluent. So let me see how this turns out. How does this turn out? Yes, you got the magician. Yes, you can manifest this life that you want. Exactly. So you're having trouble with money and your work, but also your home environment. And that okay, I just heard something earlier from Bashar, which I don't think you were here when I talked about it. So Daryl Anka channels or breathes Bashar the same way like Esther Hicks would breathe Abraham. And he said in a video earlier that if you are going through a lot like that, especially if you're going through a lot at once, it means that your energy is really strong and you're strong enough to handle a big shift like that. Something that would take years and years and years for people to go through. It's like people who go through a lot at once tend to be stronger souls that can adapt a lot quicker than others. And that's what they're giving me with you. And they're saying that this is a successful beginning. You see on this card where it says successful beginning. So that's what they're telling me. Like, you have the opportunity to have a really successful beginning, and that's the I'm trying to see if there's other careers out there that they want you to focus on. But they're saying, is this vastly different than what you're doing before? I don't know. It feels like there's a relaxing. I'm trying to remember what you. I've done so many readings since you. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. I'm seeing kids. Are you working in a daycare? Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's exactly what I'm saying. Do you see? They gave me the job for you. And that's what I'm saying. You aren't going to work for, like, here wouldn't be just Mercy or just Tri Health sitting in an office trying to hit numbers, because that's the one thing about working for the healthcare organization. They use a program called Epic typically. And I worked in healthcare billing for years. That was my job. And then I haven't thought about that in years because I haven't been there doing that in, God, a decade now, maybe more. But you won't have to hit numbers. You won't have to touch so many accounts. That's why they're saying that yours is going to be freer. It's like you're going to be in a position to turn down work. Yeah, you are going to do something from home. This is exactly what you want. But no, why do I see kids? Do you have kids? I'm just seeing kids. Do you have kids? Okay, you have the Seven of Gabriel and Change Your Life, which is like the Tower card. So they're saying that this is the. So if you've been looking for a revelation, okay, yeah. Oh, how are you feeling about that, Mama? Last year of college, that's a big deal. Awesome. They're wanting you to stand up for what you believe in, and what is it do you believe in? If you don't know the answer to that question, it's something to explore. They're giving me have the confidence to see this through, because when you see this through, you get the home, you get the finances, you get the freedom in your schedule. But it's almost like they know that there's going to be a period of time where you it's almost like fear that it's too risky. But they're giving me that song by, is it Carrie Underwood? What's it called? Okay, I can't remember the name of it, but it talks about that mountain that you've been climbing is just a grain. What'd you say? So it should be medical coding. Yeah, that's what they're giving me. They're saying that you will be highly successful at that, and the fact that you would be able to do. Yeah, thank you for the confirmation. The fact that thank you, source, for that confirmation. Yeah. Okay. Don't let time. That is a lackful thought. That thought is like a shortage consciousness thought. There is a man who wanted to change himself, and he teaches a master class on this now, and he's in his 80s, and he had a late spiritual awakening. He retired, didn't know what to do with himself, and then went through a spiritual awakening, and he started painting in his 80s, and he's like extremely good at it. And then he got to the point where he became like so spiritual that all he had to do was lay, almost like in Matrix, where they plug him in, the Matrix movies, where they plug Neo in and they download programs, and he wakes up knowing how to do kung fu. It's like that. This man was a savant like that just through breath alone. And he learned, he wanted to play the piano, went into a meditation, had a download, woke up, knew how to play the piano. And that it's that type of energy. So there's nothing that you can't do, and they don't want your age holding you back. That is something that's a shortage consciousness, thinking that your life is almost over, that you have nothing deserving coming to you, and you do. You do. And this is something you could do. I'm not saying you want to work this late, but it's something that they're showing me that you could do this in your 80s and still feel good about it. Would you want to do that? I don't know, but they are giving me energy here where you would benefit from going into coding and doing it for yourself as like contract work at home. And look, you got the four of. They want you to be excited about this. They want you to be really excited. And you know what? The roommate thing sucks with the ex. I get it. I've been there. Um, this is going to help you release yourself from that burden of living there. In the meantime, just be thankful that you have a place to live and stay as far away as possible. Is it possible for one of you to be upstairs and one to be downstairs or something? I don't know. Space away would be very helpful. So look at the congressional office. Look at their website. Yeah, look, they want you to make this choice. So this is the lover's card. This is going to be a choice, and it may feel risky because you're concerned about your age. But the money, it feels like the money is going to come in with the stipends, with those government grants or stipends, whatever they call them, that they have right now because of the election. I didn't know they did that. Yeah. Yeah, so this came out, and it says release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. You can do this. You know what I'm going to do? Let me write this down. Jackie, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put you in my meditations for the next 2 weeks, every day. And I'm going to project pure positive energy on your dream and help you build the confidence to see this through. I can send you that type of energy. I can help transmute energy like that for you. So I'm going to do this for the next 2 weeks, but they're asking you to get serious about writing down that list of positive aspects about this shift. Look for medical coding like programs. You can even contact some. You don't choose the first one. They just made that clear. Don't choose the first one. And then look at the congressional website for your area. Yes, this is what I mean. You are receiving. This is a gift of passion. Oh, are you healing? Okay, are you still swollen from your surgery? I'm sorry about that. I've been having problems with my hand right here, and I feel like I have a pinched nerve here. My dad had that and had to get surgery. So they're saying this is your chance to do something amazing. It's going to be the easiest shift for you, the most money for you, the schedule that you can work with. And it's also going to get you out of that living environment. Okay. I hope that answered your question. That's what they gave me. Okay. Paris, what's up? You're next. Patty. Okay, that's your question? All right. You want me to close my eyes and breathe for you? So give me a second, okay? What does he do to move forward? All right, good. I'm glad, Jackie. All right, give me a second, Paris. I want to meditate on this real quick. I told you you've been holding back with the tears. I knew it. I knew it. You know what? You had you got mad today, and that's the first time you've cried in years. And you know what Source is doing? They're literally cheering you on and celebrating, and they're saying, "Good," because they want you to make a shift. There's something that you could be doing right now that can make things kind of flip for you like that. But it's because the fact that you've had this pattern of thought and behavioral pattern for so long that they're deprogramming you piece by piece. So let me look. You're gonna hate this. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because they're going, well, it's what he needs to do more of. They said you need to do more crying and less doing. Did you know last time when I said to you, they said you need to rest more? Hold on, Paris. They're about to take you on a ride here. Hold on. What? Doing? Okay, you don't know this. What? Oh, dude. Okay. All right. So just stick with me on this, Paris, because this feels like it's like far out of your wheelhouse of something you would do for some reason. It just feels that way. Play-Doh. Just hear me out. They're showing you like they want me to tell you to start like molding and playing with Play-Doh, and then they just reminded me that sometime last year, months and months and months ago, it could be a year ago, something came out about somebody needing to play with Play-Doh, and it seems so like stupid. But there's like you can learn techniques and you really get into building it. But they're showing me you're yeah they're showing me where you sit down with canisters of Play-Doh and you look at it and you kind of like throw one up and kind of hit it and go, the fuck am I gonna do with Play-Doh? Like, but they're saying that there's something is that you have you do this and then you have one night where you make something kind of masterful out of it and it gets you I know, right? It is funny, that's why I was laughing, but then it turns into you doing clay. Like, you're really good at it. You're damn good at the clay, but to save yourself some money you can start with the Play-Doh is what they're getting. I don't know why, but there's and I know it sounds like completely out of it, but they're saying that this raises your vibration. And when you raise your vibration, they're showing like so, and then they're showing me, um, okay, they're showing me this. I'm going to give you an example of the energy that I see around you. All right, and they're telling me this is like the key to getting out of this energy. And they're showing me dollar bills, like money. And it's like the money is flying and it's weaving through the resistance, the crowd that's stuck around you, and bam, it hits you. And it's just, I would do this by yourself or with a kid at first, like a nephew or something. Yes, he can sculpt, but this is what they're telling me, and I'm going to show you why they're telling you to do this. It's because you've got energies around you that are surrounding you that it's hard to get away from. It's like you're enmeshed in their aura. There's things you're picking up that you're not recognizing as theirs. It's like not projected onto you, but watch it be at the very fucking back of this. I do that a lot. And it's like the sixth card in. Okay. This is the energies they have around you. So you're standing and you're surrounded by this. Like, I would say 15 times as many around here. Like, it's a lot, and it feels very dense. And like, they're saying as you focus on this, because this is, I love the imagery in this deck, because now they're bringing me the Ten of Swords. But the Ten of Swords in this deck is completely different than most Ten of Swords. The swords are not in her back or in the person's back. Look, it's like you see how she's focused on this book, and how I wish I could get this to focus better. See, the look on her face is calm, but those 10 swords are there, and this face is perplexed, right? This face is like, huh? When you play with Play-Doh, hers is book, okay? When you play with Play-Doh, like she's reading this book, the energies around you are like this. Huh? And it's not that people are bad around you. It's just you have a higher calling on your life. I mean, I've seen you on stages looking dapper, by the way. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm just like kind of basking in it for a second. When you do something, it's like you can make a lot of money off this, man. I'm not saying that you wanted to be a sculptor. I'll be honest, I didn't know that I wanted to be an artist until Source told me I was like going to be one. I didn't want to be that. It's not something I dreamt about. I loved to do it as a child, but I got away from it. This is what okay. This is like the energy around you. You see how she's kind of panicked and looking, and she can't get out of that. Source is right there, ready to help you. But energetically, how you combat these lower vibrational experiences where situations and people and shit just starts to fall away from you. You are crafty. Okay, now they're showing me something. I've picked up on this in readings too. They're showing me something like you being able to learn how to do something with clay. And now they're adding wood into it. Different mediums together. That's how you express your emotion. It takes the tears away. Look, there's the people. You see, like, this is the energy dying around you. Do you see what I mean? This is the Justice card. It takes the energy away. The energy that you would typically absorb around you and not realize. It's like you wake up and you're just wake up to a shitty day, and really it's the people's energy around you that's kind of projected onto you because not knowing how to protect yourself so well, or just recognizing the difference yet. Not saying you don't know how to protect yourself. You just don't recognize. It's easy to be enmeshed with other people's energy. You could literally catch somebody's thought, especially as an empath. You could catch somebody's thought and hear them say something stupid or get angry and be near them and feel that and think it's yours and take it on as your own. And that's what's been going on, and you didn't realize it. But they need you to, If you want to just start with Play-Doh, start with Play-Doh. But there's something that you kind of build out of it. And then you go into clay, and eventually, if you want, if you want to go straight to clay, go for it. Udemy, Udemy. Let me put it in the chat. They have like cheap courses, like $10. And I take a lot of art classes on there. But it's like something about you, and they want me to point out it's hand sculpting for you. It's not like being on the wheel with pottery. It is hand sculpting. I'm seeing like kind of ethereal, like a dragon or something. But it's mixed with something, and it the way you express it. I just heard it adorned your office. And the office I'm seeing has big white, not big white, big like open windows. You can make money doing this, but the main reason they want you to do it right now is because it distracts you and calms your energy and gives you an outlet, a reprieve, a break from all of the drama. And it's like you doing that. Let's say you do that, and you go after it. You go balls to the wall. You're learning about clay and tools and how to etch in it to make the pieces stick together and all of that stuff. You're so focused on that like it's like the drama that was in your life starts to become out of your life. If you do that and you go balls to the wall and you really start taking on the energy, it will. A month from now, if you started this, let's just say this weekend, a month from that date, you will be able to look back and see all of the bad things that were bothering you and how they have shifted into something positive. And that's usually the loophole that Source uses to get you. You're a hands-on person. That's what I mean. Look what it came to. I'm telling you, this is a Knight of Wands. You want to talk about somebody who is actionary and highly passionate? Okay, this is you. That's what I mean. They want you to do this because, and look, he's even chopping wood. Didn't I just say you would be using wood? I'm done. Mic drop, bitch. Look, mic drop. I'm done. I need to say nothing else. That's what you need to be working on. And I know it seems like so. You've got to start somewhere. So right now you're doing this to kind of pull you away and use your hands, but then it's going to make you money. And it's like they're showing me the dollar, like money. I had money here earlier. I was going to start trying to make it. It's like the money's finding you through cracks. Like, how have you seen a wall that's got tons of cracks in the foundation, and when it rains, the water will go right through those cracks. Look at that, like the dollar bills and the water that's going through the cracks. Okay, it's finding its way to you through all of these sticky situations that you didn't think you could get out of, and it happens because you're being hands-on. And when you're focused, like if you want something to change, a lot of times when you think about the thing that you want to change the most, that's the thing you hold the most resistance to, and that's the hardest to change. And you don't have to focus on it to make it change. Actually, it's counterintuitive to focus on it when it's something big, so to speak, like money or something. It's counterintuitive because you can still manifest the money and let it slip through the cracks as you're over here focused on playing with the clay. It's like all that money makes its way to you because you're giving your brain a break going, oh, your brain's going, oh, I feel so much better. Oh, damn it, I forgot we're supposed to be upset and frustrated, and I didn't bring them those thoughts. It's because you're focused on something positive, and it's opening the valve, so to speak, and making room for that money to find you, the relationship to find you, the house to find you, the circumstance, the job. Okay, this is your starting point. Yeah, you want to start. You thought ghost, ghost. Isn't that, oh my? No, I'm not going to sing. I'll end up squawking. Shannon, I have your video. I need to upload it. My computer crashed right before I was getting ready to do the live, and I was trying to upload your video beforehand. So that's what I have for you. Play with some damn Play-Doh. Play with some clay and give it a month and watch how much your life will shift because of it. And I'm not talking to like get it out and play with it for 3 minutes, throw it in the box, don't come back to it for a week. I'm talking about if you like once you get into it and you're pretty consistent with it, you're going to see things just start shifting for you. It's going to feel like fucking Christmas. Everything just coming at you, flying at you, everything you want. And that's the thing that most people don't realize is like when they ask you to focus on something that's just small and menial, but they want you to do it and it keeps coming up, that's because they know you focusing on that one thing brings in these 7 or 8 things that you wanted that have been feeling like they're so far off, held off from you. So that's what I got for you. All right, so I got Jackie, I got Paris, I got Nino. Cece, what's up, girl? Trying to log into PayPal because sometimes people use that. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, let me know how it goes. I'm going to be checking in on you. Okay. Yeah, I'm tired, but I can do it unless you want to. Can we do yours live? I told you I was giving you a private reading for your birthday. I'm about to send your money back. Do you want me to do yours private, or we can do it on Zoom, or we can do it on FaceTime, or I can do it right now? You let me know. Cece, look. Okay. I'm going to say this to you, Cece. We can do it Zoom. That way I can send you the link so you have it after the Zoom. How about that? Shoot me some times you're available, and I'll make myself available for you. Look what came out for you. I kept hearing a moment like this. People wait a lifetime for a moment like this from Kelly Clarkson. I believe that is the song that she had to sing when she won American Idol the first season that it came out. They're saying that you're going to have your moment like this. And it's tied to, I'm just giving you this because I'm curious, okay? It's tied to you building your skills. You know what I'm talking about too. You were working on it today. They want you to start working on some artistic things too, like start building your artistic skills. You know, I gave you my login for my Udemy so you could use it, so Lonnie could use it. So if you want to use that for yourself, go ahead. But look what came out after that. You have, when you do this, when you work on your skills, when you put in the time and work on your skills consistently, you're going to find that money is going to slip in for you. They don't want you. They want you to know that there's money paths that are ready for you to find them, or for them to find you. I know that you were recently told that money couldn't shift, but it's tarot, and tarot can absolutely shift. Yeah. It can absolutely shift as fast as you shift. Your money is contingent upon the action you are taking right now. And for you, they're saying that because it's going to help give your brain a reprieve, but it's like more ideas start flowing and more avenues open up as you go through this process. And that's the thing that hangs people up, because they say, when's this going to change? When's this going to change? I need this. But when they ask you to do something that seems completely off, it's actually completely on. And that's what they're telling me right now, is that you have this opportunity They really want you. They want you to do the art for your book. It's I don't. It's important because the art, they want it to be done in exactly the way that you are shown. Your meditations are going to be off the chain. The more you do it, the more you are going to see Technicolor, my friend. You are going to see things in bright Technicolor and meditation eventually. And that's why they're yes you yes my dear friend, I love you so much. This is what they're telling me, that as you do this, as you put in the work for these skills, building these new skill sets. Thank you. Look, I just had a notification. It's taking a moment for yourself, and it's also showing the universe that you choose yourself and you have this level of self love that it's like kind of not, it's almost like it feels like kind of required by the universe to have this amount of self love. And as you build these skills, it's like ideas come up, questions get asked. You ask questions that you won't even find until you start taking action and doing what it is they're asking you to do. And they don't want you to have an end result in mind just yet. Like they're wanting you to express. Yeah, you are a perfectionist, but that's why they want you to do your illustrations, because when you see these things, exact. Hey, Annie, right? Is it right? Annie, Elemental Angel. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm thinking of Texas Boss Girl. Hold on. I'm sorry. Renee. Okay. I'm sorry. I just said that Texas Boss Girl. She emailed me. I need to email her back. I had that on my list. Yeah, this is you meditating. You're going to be seeing your book play out like almost like okay, you know, like when you watch a Disney movie, how it does like that old school Mickey Mouse and he's whistling, and it looks like that kind of energy. You're going to be seeing your book play out like that in a dream. It's like, you know how you've been working on the wording and putting it all together, but they're showing me, and it may even be a different book, but what they're giving me, you're going to be able to move on this a lot faster than you think. This is where your questions are powerful, Cece. Your natural, like your nature to like be inquisitive is benefiting you right now, because when you do this, it's like you have all of these questions that come to the forefront. And when these questions come to the forefront, you get answers like that. And you are going to see your entire book, the illustrations play out. And you are going to be the one seeing them. And so it's like important that you start getting comfortable with your lines, movement, because you're going to see it and you're going to want to get it down quickly. And they don't want you focused. You could have this. This can happen as soon. You can have this entire book done in 5 weeks. And that's with you built, and that's with you working on your strokes, like your lines, your circles, your shapes. Take that Brent Eviston course that I have in my Udemy that I gave you. Yes, yes, baby girl. I see you, Kate. You guys ready? Okay, I'll be out there. See, when I work late they stay up late. And look, it's going to put an end to the chatter in your mind, my dear. Look at that. Five of Swords in reverse. That means that you will be able to let go of, ooh, you know who is going to shift because of this, my dear. Shit. You know who's shifting. You know who's shifting. David. Okay. I think that might be it. Let me check my PayPal. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, please let me know. Oh, Shannon. What's up? Do you have a question, Shannon? I just saw it. You can go ahead and give me your question. Unless you would rather me, if you want to give me your question and I do a private video for you, I can do that. I can give you the answer right here, or I can make it a private reading for you. If anybody who comes to the lives, like normally my pricing is in the description box, but I want to be able to offer it for people to have an opportunity to have, questions answered. And $10 for the question is fine. But if you would prefer to give me your question and bring them, send me the money now, give me your question, I can make a private video for you on YouTube and I can send you the links. Yes, sweetheart. Okay, I'm coming out. Okay. Yeah, I think I just have one more here. This has been fun, guys. I've enjoyed this energy. You're just happy to be here. Wait a minute, but I feel like I want to give you something. I want to give you something. Well, I asked them to give me a card for you. Shannon says you'll make good progress now and you'll be able to overcome any obstacle in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. So I'm going to get into that energy for you. Okay, well, what's your confirmation? What do you... Lay it on me, sister. I'll do it. Was that... Okay, that was part of your confirmation right there. They wanted me to point that out, that you are in a position to make something happen right now. You can make big leaps forward right now is what I was like. I just felt like I had to pull a card for you. So you give me what it is you want me to ask them about, and I'll do it. Yes, it is your time. It is your time. They're pointing out that it's important for you to have a quiet and peaceful... What? The cocoon. Okay. Yes, the cocoon. That is so perfect that you said that. Because I was just getting that it's important for you to have a quiet and peaceful atmosphere for work. Okay, in order for you to thrive, you would really benefit from that. Working at home would be best for you. Okay, and then look, I can't really see it on here. I can't really see it on here. Is it a horse? I can't. It's hard for me to see. My old eyes. No, but look, you're gonna resolve a current situation soon. Okay. It says you will resolve your current situation soon. Work-wise, you find unique ways to stand out. You find a new opening with job security. Caitlin. Oh, thanks, sweetheart. My daughter. Is that a horse? I love them. They are majestic beasts. Shannon, you have options for something? Yes, there it is. There it is. Okay. You know what? They were preparing me for this because I just watched a video. I'm pretty sure I sent it to Cece because the man who was putting the hooves on these, or putting the horseshoes on the hooves of this horse, he was so sexy, dude. Oh my God. He's like the epitome of everything I want. He is sexy. Oh, he's so sexy. Anyway. They're saying freedom is yours. And they're also telling me, like, you have options, you have choices, but it seems like there's just one that is, I don't want to say they're all bad choices and all wrong and one right, but it's like there's one choice that's like the one choice that's right for you. Not everybody will agree with it, but they will respect it. And then the path you are on will bring you success and prosperity if you keep going. Lots of little steps take you a long way. You're on track. Did it? Did it? Oh my God. Look, I just pulled this. Look, I pulled this from here. I just split it, and there's a fucking horse. The horse that looks just like yours on your profile picture. Okay, are you ready to hear what this card says that matches your profile picture? I literally just split the deck to that. I love that synchronicity. On point, my friend. Okay, you'll make good progress now, and you will be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. That's the same card. I literally just split to it again, and I've been shuffling this whole deck. An opportunity can turn into a long-term career move. But anyway, they're taking me back to the fact that it's almost like Source had to take away some of your options because they wanted to push you into a direction for something where you're about to burst out of that cocoon. Like there's options, but in your mind, there's really only one option for something because that's the only one that really like lights you up and makes you feel good in the inside. Yeah, that's what I mean. Same horse. They're telling me right now. Hold on, channeling. They just said, brace yourself because you're getting everything you've asked for. Everything you want. They just said, brace yourself. That's the first time I've had that energy come through that strong where I felt frisky, like ready to pop out of my seat and be like, let's go and just go after some shit. Oh my God. That was some very powerful energy. Okay. Now, it's not a warning, warning, warning. It's not like red alert, warning, warning. It's not like that. It's just like if you're spending a little too much money right now, they want you to kind of back off of it. Hold on. They just keep seeing, do you spend money to distract yourself from stuff? That's kind of what they're feeling like that's what they're giving me. There's a piece of information that is coming into you and it requires you to be in kind of like a serene place to get it, a peaceful place. They're showing you sitting down, um kind of sitting down with your like legs pulled up and your elbows on your knees and like throwing rocks into a lake and watching them kind of skip across the lake. It's like they want you to embody that type of energy, or you're going to be in that type of environment when a piece of information comes in that's like an epiphany for you, an aha moment for something that you've been wanting. And they're telling me nobody else will understand this but you, because there's something, it's like almost like okay, it is this. You've had a thought about something. You have not directly asked Source for this, but you've vibrated it out to the universe. So asking that is given. If you don't have to ask with your conscious, mouth or your thought yourself. Like you have an experience and your emotional reaction sends a signal out to the universe about what you want. And they're telling me there's something that you've either thought or an experience that only you have had, that only you would know about, and sort. They just had 2 notifications come up here. Something about a house too. Something about a house. But they're telling me you're going to have an epiphany and you are going to be reminded of that exact scenario of some type of opportunity. It's like something only you've thought. And it's going to make you giddy. It's going to make you extremely happy to the point people could almost look at you who are around you like, what is her problem? What does she got going on? Or, like kind of intrigue, like, why is she so excited? Like, what? Almost like making a scene with excitement. But it's because you realize in that moment that source is listening to you, that your spirit guides, your angels, or your inner being, they are listening to you. And it's a personal experience that brings tears to your eyes because you feel understood, heard, and valued in ways that you don't get from humans. It's a very like spiritual experience, but the information that they give you is something you can run with. That's what they gave me. Look, and there's your Ace of Pentacles. I split the deck to that. See, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. You got this. Okay, I think that's everybody. I think I got everybody. Okay. And I have your other one. Okay, so I will get that other video out to you. All right, guys, I think that's it for the night. I need to relax and decompress. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love. Thanks for joining me. Oh, you're not really a shopper, but I love to pretend to shop for luxury items and travel and love. Divine counterpart, glorious life. Okay. That's a beauty. You know what? That's why you're manifesting everything, Shannon. When you pretend like that, oh yeah, and you feel good. When you pretend play like that, imaginary play like that, and you feel good about it, that's how you manifest. That's the sweet spot. And you do that over and over and over. That's the sweet spot. All right, everybody. I love you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love. Oh,